to Car Talk and Other Things on the Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage YouTube channel. This week we're talking car movies.
Yes, best and worst car movies in our personal opinions. My favorite and worst, his favorite and worst, and hopefully your guys' as well. We'd love for you guys to chime in on today's topic, and this should be a really good one.
Yeah,
I'm going to let Liam get started first. I'm right in the middle of sending a text, so I got to finish sending this text, and then I will be more
attentive.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just looking at some. I just did a car movies Google search, and I was just looking at what they had. I think these are listed as most popular. Of course, Fast and Furious takes up most of the spots. I'm a fan of the older Fast and Furious movies. The newer ones are, I mean, they've gone from, cool guys in guys in the big city, racing cars, to this international crime fighting force kind of thing, like the Avengers or some shit like that. And I don't know, it's cool and everything, but I still wish they would. I wish they would go back to street racing, having fun. It's gotten a little crazy. Now they have spin-off movies. They've always had spin-off movies. Tokyo Drift was kind of a weird one.
Yeah, out of all the Fast and the Furious movies, Tokyo Drift, I have to say, in my opinion, worst one.
The Too Fast, Too Furious.
Was the second Fast and the Furious was pretty shitty too. So yeah.
I mean, I watched it a whole bunch of times just because I was in Afghanistan and I didn't have very much to do. I just kept watching movies I liked over and over again because, you don't have a access like you do here to good movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's back before Netflix really was a streaming service. So anyway,
sorry.
So I watched a whole bunch of that movie. Other car movie franchises. I mean, Mad Max. Mad Max is kind of a weird one. I don't know if you is it really considered a car movie?
What?
Mad Max.
Mad Max is all about cars.
Well, the original Mad Max.
They all are.
Yeah.
Yes, they're highly modified cars because it's like apocalypse shit, but
it's kind of cool. It's cool what they come up with. Yeah.
I've always wanted to just build just one car that just looks all fucking Mad Max Road Warrior looking. Just
that would be fun. Let's see. We talked about Rush. Rush is more of a racing movie. I don't know. There's racing movies and then there's car movies. Like Death Race was cool. The remake Death Race was kind of cool. They had some unique cars in there. Smokey and the Bandit, definitely a car movie. That's like one of the original movies I remember growing up. That was influential. Just that Trans Am was just awesome.
On what?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes. Sorry, I'm still
Put down your phone. Anyway, Smokey. I don't know. Just the driving is the stunt work. Real cars doing real stuff. Kind of real stuff. They still did some stunt work that was kind of unrealistic. But, just throwing away cars, doing stunt work, modifying, and shit like that.
Do you realize how many Chargers were destroyed during the making of the freaking series of Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Even
They had over 70. They went through like 70 Chargers or some shit like that in
it
a
was
season.
over 200.
In their prime, they went through 70 Chargers in one season.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Redonkulous.
Given they've reused a lot of them after they crashed them once, they fixed them up just enough to crash them again. Yeah. Well, that's back when I think they had some kind of deal with Dodge that they got, these Chargers on the cheap or something. I don't think they did. I don't think they did much. I don't think they went through a lot of Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit. But yeah, that's a good reference. That's a good, Gone to 60 Seconds. I don't think I've seen the original one.
The original one was
1974.
Yeah, with Steve McQueen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it was with Steve McQueen.
Yeah. The Nicolas Cage.
Look, you're on there right now. Look that up to make sure I'm right. I think it was Steve McQueen was the star in the original Gone in 60 Seconds. Director.
No.
No. HB. No.
No.
No. I thought it was Steve McQueen. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's a good thing about Google. I can just click on any of these and we can figure out information on them. Yeah, but I never saw that one. I don't think I've seen that one. I probably should watch that. The remake was kind of cool, but they could have found a better lead actor, I believe. I just don't like Nicolas Cage movies. Still watched it just because of all the cars, but that's the only reason why I was watching the movie. I mentioned Death Race. Death Proof does not count as a car movie, even though it has couple cool cars in it. I don't see it as a car movie. It's what's this here? All right. Drive. I believe I watched that. That was all right. Did you watch Drive?
No.
It was okay. Yeah. It's more of a modern take on a car movie. I don't know. Didn't really focus on the cars. More of a driving, racing kind of movie. Getaway, chase movie. Classic chase. Oh, Vanishing Point, another classic chase movie.
Okay, I got to start paying more attention.
I think I've seen this once, Vanishing Point. And have you seen Vanishing Point? Yeah, another Charger movie. Yeah, they had a Charger. Yeah, I've only watched Vanishing Point once. I don't remember any details from the movie at all. Talladega Nights is more of a racing movie and it's more of a comedy. I don't qualify that as a car movie per se, but whatever. Google. It's kind of weird lumping. Same with Cars cartoons. I don't know why that's on here. That's not a car movie. Mention Rush. Yeah, my favorite probably still is. Oh, it's hard to say what my favorite car movie is. I want to say Fast and the Furious, like the original Fast and the Furious, just because it. I don't know. I was just growing up. I've always been into the cars, but it just hit home with like the car culture and everything like that. The real. Had a better story. Then the newer ones had I don't know. Everybody didn't know each other. It was more dramatic, I believe, like a personal dramatic, not like story driven dramatic. Because what do I mean by that? the newer ones are more like crazy action drama kind of stuff. There's no like there's no real personal drama besides um, between the actors like on a personal level. I don't see that very much. Um, let's see what else. Gumball Rally. That's when's the last time I watched that?
Cannonball. Is the Gumball have anything? Is it like the Cannonball Run?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
similar to that.
Cannonball Runs I love. The
I think
Cannonball
this
Runs
was
were
more-
hilarious.
Gumball was more of a comedy, I think.
Well, so was Cannonball
Yeah.
and Cannonball Run and Cannonball Run 2 and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's original Mad Max. Mad Max has always been weird to me because it's Australian. The Australian cars can't really relate to them because you don't have those cars here. At least those versions of the cars. Let's see what else. I'm just going down the line now.
Hold on.
See, the one I remember most is Mad Max 2.
Thunderdome?
No, Mad Max 2.
The newest one?
No. I'm
Wait, Mad Max 2.
81.
Okay, yeah, because there's Mad Max, wait,
Mad Max 2 and
Mad Max 2 Road
the
Warrior,
the-
and then Mad Max,
Thunderdome.
yeah, Mad Max 3's Thunderdome.
Yeah. Mostly people remember is Thunderdome. That's like because
Well,
Tina Turner and
Let's see, and what a lot of people don't know, before Mad Max 2, the original was not called Mad Max.
the
It-
Road Warrior.
It was just Road Warrior. Now, see, on here, it says Mad Max 2, the Road Warrior.
Yeah.
But Mad Max 1, the first one, is literally, it's not called Mad Max. It is literally just Road Warrior.
Yeah.
In the first one, he's a cop, and he ends up going rogue, basically.
Well, because like some bandits,
Yeah.
highwaymen or crazy highwayman gang kind of thing kills his wife or fiance or whatever, and then he goes nut job.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these back here are not car movies. I don't see Herbie or The Love Bug as a car movie, even though it's
Okay.
kind of influential. A lot of racing and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But
Okay, I got my full focus now. I'm done with the texting. We're good. Okay, where are we at? I heard something about Herbie the Love Bug and
yeah, I don't see that as too much of I see that more of a
No,
racing movie.
That's more of a Disney movie, actually.
Yeah.
But I guess it could be considered a car movie. Now, this is a good one because this is my all-time favorite movie. Okay. Liam knows what it is. Dazed and Confused. Now, I'd say 99% of culture refers to Dazed and Confused as a stoner movie,
Mm-hmm.
which it is,
Ish.
but if you're a car person, like we are,
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused is more of a car movie than it is a stoner movie.
Yeah, because
If you guys had seen it and just didn't pick up on it before,
Mhm.
go back and watch that movie.
yeah.
There is a badass GTO Judge.
Yeah.
There's a 454 SS Chevelle that Matthew McConaughey drives throughout the whole movie.
Mhm.
There's a early 70s short bed pickup.
Yeah, that's quick. It,
Yeah.
it kept up with that
That GTO, yeah.
Matthew McConaughey's.
Yeah, Chevelle.
It kept up with Chevelle in the movie, so
Yeah.
that's a pretty.
Yeah. So there's some badass cars in that movie.
Yeah.
So
Trans Am.
yeah, the white Trans Am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it was that a V? Are those V6s? Or
No.
No, not those years.
No, those.
That's
See,
before the late 70s. Yeah.
yeah, see the late '70s of Pontiac with GM, their motor department with the Trans Ams were kind of hodgepodge. They came with so many different options. You'd have anywhere from a Chevy 305 to an Oldsmobile 455. They just kind of threw in them what they had. It was just weird. But yes, this is my Dazed and Confused is my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people don't see it as a car movie, I guess.
No, they see it as a stoner movie. And also what a lot of people don't know is how many big stars of today got their start in Dazed and Confused. Okay, Liam is freaking awesome. He just pulled up literally pretty much every car that's badass in that movie. There's the GTO Judge,
Yeah.
which if I was going to own a GTO Judge, that would be it. It has to be the freaking Sublime Orange
There's
or
the-
Limelight Orange or whatever they call it. There's the Trans Am.
Now, what engines do those have in them?
What?
What engine would that have in it?
That Trans Am?
Yeah.
Like I said,
It's shaker.
it's
yeah.
a hodgepodge. Actually, with that shaker, I think it's got the 455 volts in it. Because it's got the numbers on the side of it. And
Yeah,
I
just
think
can't-
it's.
that
I
just
think
picture
it's.
sucks.
Yeah, I think it's the 455. Then you got Matthew McConaughey's Chevelle.
Yeah, 455.
See,
Yeah.
damn, I know my cars, and I didn't even freaking. I couldn't even see the logo.
See, I can barely see it right there.
Yeah.
It says 455.
All he had to say was it had the shaker hood, and I instantly knew 455. Okay, you got Matthew McConaughey's SS Chevelle,
There's
O'Banion
O'Banion or
Shipbrick, or
what's his name now?
what's his real name?
Brain fart. Holy shit.
Damn it! Help, guys! Answer this question.
Ben Asflat.
Yeah, Ben Asflat.
Or we just want to call
Or
him
Ben
Asflack.
or
Asflack?
or
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. I can't stand Ben Affleck. Affleck. I can't stand him.
There's that truck again.
And he obviously
That's a nice.
and Ben Affleck obviously does not know how to do a burnout,
No.
because that one scene in the movie where he does burn out to disappear,
Yeah, I think they wanted him off screen.
he
This
like
picture.
it was pathetic. It was so pathetic. It was like he was burning clutch more than he was tire. I don't know. Anyway, there's the badass truck.
Mhm.
Yeah, that truck ran side by side in a race
With the stock Chevelle.
with a stock 454 SS Chevelle.
Yeah, one of these.
Yeah, one of those. Which is my dream Chevelle, by the way, guys. Exact color, paint scheme,
Yeah.
tires, wheels, everything except for the interior would be black, not white. Other than that, that's one of my dream cars. If I ever win the lotto, it will be in my collection, along with the orange GTO.
Mhm.
There was a badass blue square body pickup in this movie too that the chicks drove.
I'm gonna switch gears here.
Yeah, we
Any
can.
other cars you want to talk about for that movie?
Not necessarily from that movie. I can't think of any.
I was gonna switch gears to start going through cars of my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Fast and the Furious, the original.
Yes, imports, Fast and the Furious. mainly were Hondas in the first one. You had a couple.
Yeah, the all-wheel drive. That's the Supra.
Yeah, that's the Supra from the first one.
Mm.
And then
This is the car that everybody remembers. From
Then the
movie.
Green Eclipse,
Mm.
which that Green Eclipse, believe it or not, is street legal and happens to live right here in the Phoenix metropolitan area, because occasionally on weekends I have seen him out cruising that car.
Oh, really?
And it has official licensing on it. I've seen it even at the cruise in once or twice. It has official licensing on it to prove that it is one of the official movie cars from the movie.
Now, that's an all-wheel drive?
Yes, that's an all-wheel drive Eclipse. Turbo Eclipse. So, yeah.
This is the car that got me to
Oh.
to fall in love. Yeah, it's from the worst movie, but it's still the
Yeah.
best car.
The beginning, don't get me wrong, the beginning of Too Fast, Too Furious was good.
Exaggerated and stupid.
It was good, and then it just went to shit and went to shit real fast. Basically, after the race, the big in-city race where O'Connor shows up with that car,
Yeah.
and everybody's like,
I wish
it's
that-
O'Connor.
I wish they would have freaking
Yeah,
just had that car throughout the whole movie,
yes.
because this is
But no.
this is an iconic car.
But yeah, pretty
And
much.
they figured out there's no way he could have got that car in the U.S. because it's illegal, for one thing.
Yeah.
They did. There was a company.
Brandy's laughing, crying at us right now. It's not funny. I don't know what she's laughing, crying at, but she's laughing, crying.
Yeah.
But we're sorry if our brains are not 100% today, guys. We had a successful night out last night.
Yeah. We're kind of hungover.
Woo! We're kind of hungover. Didn't go to bed myself until I think it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And my goddamn internal alarm clock still insisted upon having me up at 6 o'clock. So...
Oh, she was laughing at Ben Affleck.
Oh, Affleck
Ass fat. Ass hat.
is
Yeah.
held for review. Yeah. Or Ben Ass Hat. Yeah, that works too. Hey, I thought you weren't going to be able to watch today because you're in your last hour of work. But anyway, back on cars.
Yeah. This is what really got me on to Skylines.
Yes.
Was this movie in this car? I was just like, that car is just
I will have to say,
the
with
wheels are a little
the
much.
Skylines, that is my favorite body style of the Skyline.
I like the R32.
I mean, the newer GTR I do kind of like, but I'm more of the one that he just had up. See, now he's going to get sidetracked.
Fuck, yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
This is my Skyline. God damn it! Focus.
Oh, you like the square one from like the early mid '80s?
Yeah, the R32. Well, it's more aerodynamic. It's the most aerodynamic of the GTRs, except for the new one.
What the hell? Why does that say this message held for review? What the hell?
It's just
Oh.
the cussing part of it.
Oh.
I just have to approve it because I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because the whole...
I just would like a black one.
okay, that one don't look bad.
Yeah, it has a wide body kit.
Okay, but still,
Yeah.
I went to high school with somebody that drove one of those.
Are you freaking
And
serious?
of course, in high school,
There's no way.
in the high school, they were kind of considered like jalopies, or
I think you have the wrong car.
or maybe it was a
There's
toy,
no
or
way you
maybe
sat-
it was a Toyota.
Toyota Corolla.
There's a car that I think it was a Toyota that looks similar to that.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the
It looks similar. It looks
AE86.
pretty damn close to that car.
This is the AE86. The most from anime, this is the most iconic car from Japan lore.
It's similar to it's similar to that, but not a hatch.
This is a Toyota.
That's a hatch.
Yeah, there's
No,
there's,
the
there's
one
the,
that the one no, this one had a trunk like your Skyline thing.
Yeah, there's two different body styles of this. But the most iconic version is the 3-door here that you're seeing, but there is a
the
2-door.
3-door hatch looks more like the Volkswagen Scirocco.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, guys, is also another favorite car of mine that I have not brought up in the past when we talked about it because I forgot. You don't see or hear of them very often, but they are called the Volkswagen Scirocco.
Yeah.
I don't know if Liam is familiar with the Scirocco.
Oh, maybe you're thinking of yeah. She says the Datsun, like the early like two.
Is that what she said? Who said that?
Yeah, that's what she said. Maybe the Datsun you're thinking about. The
maybe a Datsun. Yes, that you're
240
yes.
Nissan or
not the 240. The Datsun.
Or Datsun, yeah.
The Datsun 240Z.
Yeah, like the old ones like this.
Now, I want one of those.
Yeah.
I really do.
They're not bad at all.
No, that's not the car I was thinking of. But no, that is also another one of my cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's so many. The Mighty Car Mods got one of these from Japan and put a GTR engine in it. They put an RB in it, and the thing freaking flies. Yeah.
I mean,
because Australia is part of the Japan JDM, Japan domestic market. So they get the R32s, the R34s, the
most common swaps for those here in the States, though, throughout the years has always been V8. Now that the import scene has caught on more over here, there's a lot less and less chopping up of these cars and more trying to stick kind of original JDM modification type stuff, true to Datsun. But yeah.
There's a big market in post-ban JDM cars too, like the R32 and the R34.
Yes.
The R34 just recently was able to be imported, the early ones, and these cars, of course, are post-ban.
Out of all the cars that we have seen done up for the Fast and Furious series, did I say that right? A 240Z all hopped up would be freaking badass to be in that movie, in one of those movies.
Yeah.
Now,
one of these was in Tokyo Drift, the 886. Now, a reason why I'm going back to this, it's not a movie, but
there was one in the Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, briefly, it was in the background.
Oh, okay.
Is what they bet on in the first race.
Oh, okay.
That he would get his Corolla.
Yeah.
They called it a Corolla in the movie, which in Japan it's called a Torino, or 11. The reason why I'm reversing back to this car is because it's not a movie, but my favorite anime actually is a car anime, and it's it's from this movie. The one where this one is featured.
Oh, my bed is so cold.
Initial D, right yeah. Initial D is my favorite anime. Oh, there it was.
I don't want to hear about your anime.
See,
we ain't got no anime.
It's a drifting anime. It has 5 seasons. It was originally a manga in Japan.
The car actually looks real. The cartoon person does not.
The cars are all early 90s or early CG. All the racing is CG.
Oh, okay.
Or computer.
So basically,
they look exactly like that.
So basically, it looks like the original Gran Turismo.
It's almost photorealistic.
It's like Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it's a filmed video game, pretty much.
Yeah, Shane.
So, Yeah, it's highly dramatized though. And so many different JDM cars like the RX-7 and stuff like that are an FD, which is an early rotary RX-7, the initial,
Yeah.
and then the FC, which is the yellow one you can see right here, the newer RX-7.
Yeah. We should probably get back on the movies though, because we're
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to shift gears.
we're over a half an hour. I just realized
But it
that.
come-
And I'm like, we're so out of movies right now. We need to.
Other things.
Yeah.
We're allowed to go off book.
Yes.
Okay, I need to just.
Let's
close this
see.
out. Okay, we were back to.
Yes.
Um,
But
other-
yes, I've seen the eclipse. The eclipse runs around here not quite often. It's almost a rare seeing because, yeah, it's a frickin' movie car. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it out all the time either and risk it getting totaled. I'm pretty sure with it being an
Here's-
original movie car, it probably has crazy ass insurance on it.
Here's at a car show,
Yeah, one of them.
or it might have been briefly in a museum before it was locally owned.
Yes. Well, you got to remember, it's the one that's out here that is privately owned is one of them. Remember, there's more than one.
Another iconic,
Yes.
the Charger.
Yes. Now, another iconic trivia that y'all don't know. In the first couple Fast and Furious movies that we saw the Charger in, they were not powered by Mopars.
Oh, really?
They had big block 454 Chevys underneath the hood.
Yeah.
The driving ones. Now, the ones that had like the hood open where they're like working on them and stuff like that, yeah, those were Hemi type and all that. But the ones that were actually the movable, drivable ones were actually just had stock 450 Chevy 454 big blocks in them.
Mm.
When he does the wheelie off the line at the train
That
tracks,
was a fake engine.
no, what they did was there was actually hydraulic lift ramps built into the frame of the Charger. And when it launched, those ramps came down, lifts the front of the car up,
Mm-hmm.
and then brings it back down. And then they CGI'd it out
Yeah.
for the movie. But yeah, just some movie trivia for you.
I'm not a fan of Supras, personally.
I actually am not
Every-
not necessarily that particular body, but I
I hear their unibodies weak.
don't know.
You have to have, you have to put frame braces on. them.
That ain't no different than a Mustang.
Yeah, true.
Mustang, you got to
There's some frame connectors.
Yes, yeah, Mustangs, Camaros, Firebirds, or Novas. Those are all unibody cars.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to put subframe connectors and X bars and all kinds of shit underneath them to yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. Other cars from.
Um,
There's some weird ones in there that I'm not going to go through.
Now, some of the older iconic movies that some of you guys will probably enjoy talking about is American Graffiti. Another one of my favorite movies, car movies. And believe it or not, up until, about 5 years ago, I never knew that there was a sequel to American Graffiti. Never knew this. There is an American Graffiti 2. And I happened to own it. When I found out about it, I got on Amazon and I bought it on DVD. And it basically continues on with the guys, and it shows a couple years down the road where they pretty much all ended up and stuff, and it's still very car related, just like the first one, but not as iconic as the first one, of course, but you know. But yeah, one of the all-time greats, American Graffiti.
I never really watched that one.
Let's see what else we got. There's let's see, for classic car movies, we got American Graffiti 2. I mean, I guess you could consider Grease a car movie. Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about that
No.
movie. That movie haunts me. I hate it.
Bullet is a really good car movie, especially if you're into the Shelby Mustangs. There is a badass green Shelby Mustang in the movie Bullet. If you happen to watch Gas Monkey Garage on Discovery Channel, the beginning of this season, they recreated the Bullet car to exact specifications for the original actor's son to take it to San Francisco and try to recreate some of the iconic scenes from the movie.
Yeah.
And needless to say, they did accomplish it. But yes, it was, yeah, Bullets is a good movie. Other more less unknown, very good car movies are Two Lane Blacktop. If Liam wants to pull that one up.
Yeah, I saw it in here somewhere.
Yeah, there's yeah, there it is. Two Lane Blacktop. The star car in that movie is a 55 Chevy, I believe, shoebox.
Let me see.
55 or 56, I believe. No, that's a 55. I can tell by the rounded quarter panels. But yeah, that's more of your less popular, more underground type car movies, but still a really good one worth checking out. There's also
oh yeah, I remember this.
Yes.
They drive around just racing people.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, Two Lane Blacktop. Yeah, and there's also Crazy Larry something, Crazy Mary something Larry something like that.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Look in the if you were able to find this one in the lineup, you got to be able to find Crazy.
They're Dirty Man.
Yeah, Dirty Mary Crazy Larry. Yes, this one is also a good one. If you are a fan of the main star from Easy Rider, the biker movie, why can't I think of his name right now? Damn it. Cannot think of his name. Shit.
Peter Fonda.
Yeah, Peter Fonda. This is.
I had to read it.
Yes, this movie is a really good movie. It's kind of a run from the cops. It was filmed up in Modesto, California. Yeah, very, very good car movie. Again, another one of them kind of less unknown movies, but definitely worth the check out if you are a true car person and really, really love car movies like I do. These are some of the movies that are worth looking up and watching if you've never heard of them. Because I
haven't. So.
I believe this that movie was pre Easy Rider. I think
Oh,
that
really?
might have been before Easy Rider.
Okay.
Um, where'd it go?
What?
Oh, another car movie that I love. I'm sure Liam's probably a fan of it too. Um, I'm also a huge horror fanatic.
Or
You know where I'm going with this one.
with Christine?
Oh, yeah.
I never really.
You didn't like Christine? I have it on freaking Blu-ray.
Nah, I just never.
But,
I mean, I watched it, but
I mean, yes.
just like, eh.
yes, it's a Mopar. But it's Stephen King. I mean,
yeah, I know.
come on. Stephen King. But I love Christine. It's just one of them. You don't have very many horror car movies.
Yeah.
Now, well, you do have
Well, it's definitely the best of the very niche category.
category of
Horror car movies.
yeah.
but-
I mean, you do have the trucker movie with the big ass clown face on the front of it. What the hell was it? Maximum Overdrive.
Then there's the car.
Yeah.
Car is kind of a.
Well, that's actually a good subject. Do a search on car/horror movies. And then we should be able to get a list of horror movies that are car related, which is a good subject because we are technically officially, in my opinion, in the season.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So, okay, so what do we got? Death Proof.
Death Proof, which is not really. That's
That looks more like
Quentin Tarantino.
I was getting ready to say that looks more like a Quentin Tarantino film.
Yeah, well, it was part of his Grindhouse.
Oh,
2007
his
Grindhouse thing.
Grindhouse series. Yeah.
His Grindhouse movie-ish.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a.
There's
Then there's the car.
Maximum
Maximum
Overdrive.
Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive was.
I don't know if I remember that movie at all. I remember the name. I just don't remember anything
here.
from the movie. Yeah, I'm not gonna click that.
No, see, move your cursor off of it right there.
Oh,
That right there should tell you right there. That's the most iconic picture.
Okay.
The main truck in the movie has that big ass freaking clown face on it.
Oh, weird.
It's like a Jack in the Box Joker thing. Yeah. How the hell is Halloween a freaking car movie?
I have no idea. Wraith, the Wraith. I remember that.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, the Wraith was a very. It was weird. I don't know. Probably doesn't hold up. But for
I
some
had
reason-
to look up, I think it was a year and a half ago. I saw that movie on TV.
Mhm.
I completely forgot about it.
I'll see if it's the right movie I'm thinking.
I
of.
had to look it up to see.
yeah.
I had to look it up to see what the hell that car was.
Yeah.
It's a Chrysler. Oh god damn! I forget what the. It was kind of an attempt of Chrysler
It was a
Mopar.
Dodge Concept.
Yeah. They were trying to kind of
So it's a Dodge M4S Turbo Concept.
yeah.
So they pretty much bought the rights to the car for the movie. It's a crazy looking car.
Yeah, but a good movie.
Yeah,
Another
good movie.
one of them less popular,
Good
kind
use-
of
good use of a
underground.
good use of a concept car.
Yes, but yeah, that I was gonna buy that movie and add it to my collection.
Yeah.
See, Brandy's very familiar with my collection. She had to yell at me last year because I kind of went a little nuts, and every time I got paid, I was freaking on Amazon buying freaking car movie after car movie after car movie after car movie.
I don't know what hybrid is.
Okay, another one of my favorite movies is automotive related, I would say.
Probably not.
And that would be Convoy. Trucker movie.
Yeah, I guess that qualifies. I mean,
it's all trucks. I mean, literally, stars, nothing but really semi-trucks and famous people. But
God damn it. I don't know what I just clicked on.
But it is another one of them iconic movies. I also have it on DVD. Um, it's actually the movie that got me to want to be a truck driver.
Yeah.
Well, that and my uncle being a truck driver, but this was initially my start of my whole fantasy in my brain of wanting to drive a big truck.
I forgot why they started Convoy, or I forget the movie kind of.
It was basically
3 drivers. They got tired of being hassled by the cops, so they wouldn't stop.
yeah, they were getting tired of being getting harassed by the damn sheriff that had it in for the semi truck drivers in New Mexico.
Okay.
And all these other truckers just kind of joined in,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, it was this huge, big thing.
Oh. Yeah.
It was basically truckers against freaking, basically against crooked cops.
Yeah.
Great movie, though.
I guess it qualifies.
And you can, if you like going to big truck shows across the United States, you can still see these classic semi trucks from these movies. Some of them have even been recently restored. The original BJ and the Bear truck from the TV series in the 70s and early 80s was recently found a couple years ago and fully restored, and it's on the truck circuit right now, doing truck shows. Yes, I do follow the truck circuit. Okay, Cannonball Run. Oh, so underrated.
Yeah.
It really is. Cannonball Run is one of them really
There's so many.
underrated car movies.
Yeah.
Because it's an awesome movie. Yes, it's basically a comedy.
But you get to see so many cars.
Yeah.
So many different cars.
And badass cars. Cannonball Run, I want to think, is what kind of introduced us to a lot of the import type cars, like the Lamborghinis, like, you know, the Lamborghini Lago or Diablo or whatever the hell that one was called, and the Ferrari Testarossa, and, you know,
Well,
shit like that.
They still actually do gumball runs and cannonball runs across the country.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually.
What was that one that Goldberg used to host on TV that we wanted to do?
Yeah.
Was that Cannonball?
Something like that.
Yeah. And then it didn't hold up, and yeah.
Yeah, they just screwed it up, of course.
We were going to turn the L into
Cannonball.
a car to do that thing with. But yeah, there was a lot of really, really cool cars in Cannonball Run. Like, there was even like a jet powered, like, what was it, a Ford Escort or something that had a jet motor in it that the
They
two
made
little
it
Asian dudes drove.
They made it seem like it did, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah,
So many different cars, though.
yeah, really, really good movie. And then, of course, like Liam was saying earlier on, all your Smokey and the Bandit, well, not all your Smokey and the Bandits, because Jim Reed did try to do a couple without Burt Reynolds, and they flopped.
Yeah.
They were not good at all. It was like Smokey and the Bandit 3 or 4.
Yeah.
They were like 1980s body styles of Trans Ams, and they sucked. They really did. But you can't beat the originals.
Mm-hmm.
Which you can. Speaking of which, Truck Circuit again. Jim Reed's truck from the Smokey and the Bandit movies, also on the show circuit. You can see that at truck shows as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big car in this one was, of course, the Trans Am.
Yep.
1977 Shaker again.
77 and 78.
455.
Yeah, 455s. Very, very iconic, badass cars. And yes, believe it or not, guys, Burt Reynolds did do all his own driving. His jacket on the sleeves saying Stuntman was not a ruse or anything by the movie people. It was actually legitimate. Burt Reynolds, believe it or not, what you guys do not know, before he became a big time actor, Burt Reynolds was a professional stuntman. So that was why he was able to do all of his own stunt driving in the Smokey and the Bandit movies. So there you go. Some more history that y'all did not know. Burt Reynolds did all his own stunt work in the Smokey and the Bandit movies. Except for jumping the car, of course. Nobody was in those cars. Those were all like controlled with ropes and hand controls and shit. Because
Always wanted.
Dead people. Yes, I have to agree with Puzzle Fairy on this. I've always wanted that body style of Trans Am as well. I did have the chance to buy one in California when I first moved out there. Me and T actually went and looked at one. Reasonably priced, had the 455 in it, looked good on the outside. But boy howdy, when I climbed inside of it, whew, yeah, you can polish a turd, but it's still a turd. Just saying.
They had to redo all the interior.
Oh, it smelled like a freaking family of cats had been living in it for 30 years.
Yikes.
It was just, it was disgusting, and the wires hanging out from underneath the dash, and I'm like, yep.
Nope.
Not a project I'm going to take on. Let's see.
I mean, you can fix an engine, but wiring and interior and messing around with that kind of crap is just,
Oh.
I'm not going to mention Days of Thunder because Tom Cruise is not my favorite person in the world. Death Race 2000, you ever watch that?
No. There's several Death Race movies out there.
This is the original. Death Race 2000 was the original.
I have only seen and only own Death Race.
Yeah.
I have not watched any of the others, but I want to. And why does the original Death Race 2000 look like it stars Sylvester Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone is in it, along with David Carradine.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. This is... it's pretty much modified. Pretty much they made fiberglass cars and put them over
other cars, obviously,
other car frames. That's
I mean,
obviously some kind. See, they did crazy shit.
I mean,
that's obviously
it was
fake.
obviously from way, way back. So the freaking cars are going to be like totally way over exaggerated and cartoonish almost.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Where I'm more into the Death Race that.
The new Death Race.
Yeah, the one I was introduced into. Yeah. And there's been several that have come out after it, but I guess they just weren't successful, so they were never really brought up. I only know about them because I've come across them on Netflix here and there, like as suggestions for movies to watch, and I'm like, I did not know there was more than one Death Race. But see, these cars, they're more Mad Maxy.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Mad Max with big guns.
Now, I can't remember what it's called. If you are really, really into Mad Max and Mad Max style cars, there is an event in one of the California deserts every year that is basically Mad Max.
Yeah.
People that have built their own style Mad Max cars and their own costumes and everything from around the world all transcend on into this
Yeah.
desert
California desert.
in California
And have a big party.
once a year, and it's this big, huge thing.
I don't know what they
It's
call it.
badass. I don't know what they've called it. I've seen it on YouTube here and there. I just don't know what it's called, but it looks badass. It really does. Let's see, what else we got?
Thinking.
Talladega Nights was a good one.
That's not a car movie.
No,
It's a race
It's a
movie.
race movie.
Days of Thunder is a race movie, and I don't want to talk about Days of Thunder.
No. Let's see, Tucker.
I know.
Oh,
Blues
okay.
Brothers,
A car that I really like, it's a notchback Mustang. Okay. But do a search on, I think it's Sherry 3000. Is it Sherry 3000 or Sherry 1? I think it's Sherry 3000. I think it is it Cherry. I think it's Cherry 3000. It's a movie. Yep, there it is. Cherry 2000. Love that movie. Still have not bought it yet, but I am going to. Her Mustang in this movie is just a badass. It's like a on-road, off-road, early mid '60s Stang. It's just a wicked car.
Yeah, I remember this movie.
And I fell in love with the main actor chick, of course. She don't look that good
Melanie
anymore.
Griffith.
Yeah, Melanie Griffith did not look that
This
good.
is like
Does not look that good now.
Yeah.
But back then, holy shit.
Now, see, when was this movie made?
It was like 80s. But, good movie. I guess the movie does play, the car does play a huge role in the movie, so I guess like you could consider it a car movie.
87, yeah.
Yeah. Good movie. Great movie, though.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
But yeah, Melanie was fine in that movie.
Whew. I believe that was 87. That's crazy.
Cherry 2000. Yep.
We're pretty much done. We can go a few more minutes since we started a little late.
Trying to think of anything. Oh, if if any of you guys watch the Wednesday's video, yeah, we had to pretty much abruptly stop
Yeah.
because we could not
Find the oil
find the oil pump bolt anywhere.
Yeah.
I get home, I'm proof watching the video after Liam's done editing it and all that, and I realize the oil pump bolt, it's in the nose of the crank.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the bolt that we used to turn the crank over as we were putting the motor back together.
Yeah.
So, we found the oil pump bolt.
Yeah.
Not gonna have to order a new one. So
Still have to get a new.
we got to get a new harmonic balancer bolt and washer, but that's no big deal.
Yeah.
But at least Monday we'll be able to continue on with the assembly and not have to worry about a damn bolt.
Yeah.
So,
There's that.
yeah.
And let's see what else Monday. So Monday we're continuing
Yeah.
with the 350.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to be continuing here for a little while with the 350 until it's done.
I'm getting some money in, so we'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah.
because I got some money saved up. I just try to figure out what I want to do with it. I think the limited slip differential is going to be next. So we're going to put a new center. We're going to put a new center.
Well,
In
I'm surprised after last night you're not wanting to buy that turbo next.
the what?
I said I'm surprised after last night
I
you're
got
not,
my-
you're
yeah,
not
I-
wanting to
I,
buy
uh,
that turbo next.
I did a little street racing last night, and I got my ass waxed by a turbo Focus.
Oh,
He was two-stepping though, and he definitely had. I heard that fucking wastegate pop when he shifted. I was like, okay, I'm not winning this fight. So I just like, you won. It was an ST. It was a freaking Focus ST, turbo, two-stepping, popping as he shifted, kind of shit.
I have an Alucard making an appearance.
Yeah. Here, come over here.
Alucard over here.
Come here.
There we go.
There.
Weekly appearance. There he is. It's the Alucard.
But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. We might be putting a new limited slip differential, the center, just the center in the gear.
The whole
The center.
whole center chunk. Yeah.
Which is, it's gonna be around $400 for that used.
Well.
$400 used.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if we can get that done.
If we were more familiar with them, I would say fuck it, and we would just build one ourselves. But you know.
We're pretty much just taking the center out of the gears and everything that we have now, and just popping it in a limited slip.
Yeah.
Limited slip center.
Yep.
It's just out of a different model, Miata. It's pretty much a Miata. It's for a Miata. We're just taking the.
My head. I'm like leaning back and just realized
They
like
cut off your head.
90% of my head's out of.
So
Oh,
all right,
damn.
he's being weird.
Yeah, he's wanting.
But
he's wanting
that's it
attention.
for today. We went a little long, but that's cool.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody Monday.
And of course, go football and go Chiefs. I am freaking representing today
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
first season game tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got this year.
If you haven't noticed, we're Chiefs fans.
Yes, we are going to the Super Bowl this year. I know it. I feel it. We're gonna do it.
We got some good defense. We got some new defensive players. Hopefully, they step up and do their job.
Yes.
And hopefully, Holmes throws for a record year.
Yes, like he did last year.
Yeah, he needs to break some more records.
Break his own
He was
records.
rookie of the year last year, so
Nope.
hopefully he'll do good. But anyway, that's it for today.
Yep.
We'll see you guys Monday.
Yep. We'll see you guys Monday. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're out.